Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, Chapter 6, Text 98. Sei dui kahe kalite sakshat avatar, tumi kah kalite nahi Vishnura prachar. Sei dui kahe. So this is Gopinacharya speaking to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and he says, Sei dui, these two, that means the Mahabharata and the Bhagavata, scriptures which is mentioned earlier. These two say that there is an incarnation of the Lord, but then you are saying that there is no incarnation. You are neglecting this. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was made the charge that Gopinacharya was going against scripture by claiming that there was incarnation in Kali Yuga, whereas scripture says that Vishnu is Triyugi. So Gopinacharya is countering that by saying that actually scripture does say that the Lord appears in Kali Yuga also. These two scriptures say this. And then here the next verse he states, he'll explain what the meaning of Kali Yuga is, of Triyugis. Kali Yuge lila-avatar nakare bhagavan ataiva Triyuga kari kahitar naam. So in Kali Yuga, the Lord does not manifest as a lila-avatar. And therefore he is said to be Triyugi. Now, what do we mean by the Lord does not manifest as a lila-avatar? At one level, we could say that every avatar is a lila-avatar, because every avatar performs lila. But the word lila-avatar has also a technical meaning, in which the implication is that Lord comes not to teach any Yuga Dharma. He comes not to teach or establish Yuga Dharma. He comes simply to demonstrate Leela. Just like Krishna when he came. That, for example, Krishna when he comes and performs pastimes in this world, at that time, Krishna is coming practically at the end of Dwapar Yuga. And the Yuga Dharma is, if it is to be taught, that is to be taught at the beginning, not at the end. And Krishna does not specifically demonstrate the Yuga Dharma of Dwapar Yuga. Dwapare paricharyayam. So there is not any extensive record of Krishna performing deity worship. So Krishna is not a Yuga avatar, he is a Leela avatar. So all avatars perform Leela, but when an avatar comes specifically or almost exclusively for the purpose of performing Leela and not for establishing in the specific Dharma for that age, of course, while the Lord performs Leela, he will also destroy demons, he will destroy Dharma and establish Dharma, but that is not the explicit purpose for which he comes. His primary purpose is not to teach any Yuga Dharma but to demonstrate the Leelas. So Leela Avatara Krishna Naya Ganan Pradhana Kariya Kahi Digadarshan. So Prabhupada in his purport here quotes from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila. This will be described later in this Lila about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instruction Nathan Goswami about the Lila avatar. So he says that there are innumerable Lila avatars. You cannot do Ganan of them. And then he says Pradhan, I will tell you the principal ones among them. This is CC Madhya 2. 20, 296 to 98. Matsya Kurma Raghunatha Narsimha Vaman Varahadi Lekha Yandra Naya Ganan. So he gives us some list over here. Matsya Kurma Raghunath Narsimha Vaman Varaha. Now we see none of Narsimha Dev when he came, he did not teach any Yuga Dharma to Prahlad Maharaj or to the people at that time. He just came, he killed Hiranyakashipu and departed. So this is a Lila avatar. So like this there are Lila avatars. And the Bhagavatamrita gives an extended list of Lila avatars also. So further, Chatusana Narada Varaha Matsya Yagya Nar Narayan Kapila Tattraya Hayashirsha Hamsa Prishni Garbha Rishabha Prithu Narsimha Kurma, Dhanvantari, Mohini, Vamana, Parshuram, Raghavendra, Vyasa, Balram, Krishna, Buddha and Kalki. So, Triyugi applies to the point that the Lord does not come in as an incarnation in Kali Yuga. Text 100 Prati Yuge Karena Krishna Yuga Avatar Tarkanishta Hridaya Tomar Nahi Kavichar. So Prati Yuga Karena Krishna. In each Yuga, Krishna will come and will come as Yuga Avatar. Krishna does not forsake any Yuga, because ultimately in all Yugas there are his own beloved children who are living. So how can he forsake his children? So he does come in each age. Prati Yuga Karena Krishna Yuga Avatar. So in each Yuga he comes as a Yuga Avatar. And Tarkanishta Hridaya Tarkanishta means you actually have faith only in argument. Your heart, Tarkanishta Hridaya, your heart has been hardened by argument. And because of that, Tomar Nahi Kavichar, and you are not thinking properly, you are not doing reasoning properly, you are not considering the fact that the Lord will come in each Yuga. How can he not teach the Yuga Dharma, and how can he abandon the living beings in any Yuga? He will never abandon, and therefore he does come. Asan Varnastrayo Yasya Grunatonu Yugam Tanuhu Shuklo Raktas Tatha Pita Idanim Krishna Tam Gataha. Now, famous verse from the Bhagavatam, from the 10th canto, is being quoted here. Asan Varnastrayo Yasya. There were three colors, three varnas. Asan Varnastrayo Yasya. Trayo means three. So, Granato Nuyugam Tanuhu. That in the Lord appears in this, taking up these different tanus, different forms he takes up. And thus he appears. So when he appears, what all does he do? Shuklo Raktas Tatha Pita. So this is Idanim Krishna Tamgataha Shukla Rakta Pita. Shukla is white, Rakta is red, Pita is yellow. Idanim Krishna Tamgataha. And now he has appeared as Krishna in the darkest complexion. So these are the different avatars of the Lord who appear in different incarnations, different ages. Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. And after this is described, Iti Dwapara Urva Isha Stuvanti Jagadishwaram Nana Tantra Vidhanena Kalavapi Tatha Shrunu. So further now, there is a series of verses should be quoted. So 11.5.31 is being quoted here, where it is said that Iti Dwapara Urva Isha. This is Iti Dwapara Urva Isha. So in the Urva Isha means, O king, Dwapara Yuga, as well as in Stuvanti Jagadishware, that Lord who is praised as the Jagadishwara, Nana Tantra Vidhanena, in the various Vedic literature, and who is worshipped with regulative principles, Kalavapi Tatha Shrunu, and in Kali Yuga also. So the point is, this verse is stating that the Lord appears in, it's hinted over here that the Lord appears in Dwapara as Kali Yuga, and that people worship him by following rules and regulations and offering prayers. So this is a reference that the Lord appears in Kali Yuga. And the next text will be a famous quote from the Srimad Bhagavatam, which points to the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So by a chain of inferences, it can be inferred that the Lord does appear in Kali Yuga also. And we'll continue this discussion in our next talk. Thank you.